The billionaire who died without a will. What happened to his $800 million fortune? He built an empire, but left no instructions. In 2022, billionaire real estate mogul Edward Rothman died suddenly in his Manhattan penthouse. No will, no trust, no known heirs, an $800 million fortune, and no clear destination. The world watched as lawyers, distant relatives, and former business partners emerged, each claiming a piece of the pie. But what really happened to his money? And how does a man with everything die without a plan? Edward Rothman was a man obsessed with control. He owned skyscrapers, hotels, art worth tens of millions. His life was calculated, scheduled to the minute. And yet, his death triggered one of the most chaotic estate battles in modern history. There was no will, no executor, no instructions. As news broke, chaos unfolded. His lawyers claimed they were drafting a will just months before his death. His housekeeper said he talked about writing one, but never did. And his estranged nephew insisted he was promised everything. But without a signed document, the state decided everything. Within weeks, over 47 people came forward, claiming to be long-lost relatives. Some had photos, letters, even voice messages they claimed were from Rothman himself. A former girlfriend from the 1980s said her child was his. A man from Berlin insisted he was a secret half-brother. Even Rothman's former chauffeur filed a claim, saying he was like a son to him. The media swarmed. DNA tests were ordered. Private investigators were hired. And behind closed doors, the state began sorting fact from fiction. But one question haunted everyone. How could a billionaire leave behind no plan? Those closest to Rothman say the signs were there. He didn't trust lawyers. He hated paperwork. He lived like he was invincible. According to his financial advisor, Rothman believed a will would make him seem old, like he was preparing to die. Ironically, he once said, "If I go tomorrow, the world will figure it out." And so, no instructions, no directives, just a vast empire frozen in limbo. The result? A legal free-for-all that would last over 2 years. When someone dies without a will, it's called intestate. That means the government follows a strict legal formula. Closest living relatives come first. Spouses, children, siblings, then cousins, in that order. If no clear heirs, the state may claim the assets. In Rothman's case, things got tricky. He had no spouse, no children. His only sibling had died in the 90s, which meant anyone trying to claim inheritance had to prove blood relation. The court ordered ancestry tests, subpoenaed hospital birth records, even exhumed a body to confirm DNA. Millions in legal fees, years in probate court, and in the end, the outcome shocked everyone. In late 2024, a breakthrough. A woman named Leah Monroe, living quietly in rural Oregon, received a letter. It claimed she might be Rothman's biological daughter. Her mother had worked at one of Rothman's hotels in the early 80s. They had a brief affair, and she never told him about the pregnancy. A DNA test confirmed the impossible. 99.98% match. She had never met her father, but overnight, she became the sole legal heir to an $800 million fortune. Her life changed in an instant, and she said, "I never even knew his name until last year. Now, he's the reason my kids will never struggle." Edward Rothman's story is shocking, but not unique. Every year, thousands of Americans die without a will, leaving behind confusion, court battles, and shattered families. It doesn't matter how wealthy you are. If there's no will, the state decides what happens. And in some cases, everything gets tied up for years or lost forever. It's a cautionary tale that even billionaires aren't immune from the cost of silence. So here's the question. Do you have a will? Does your family know where it is? Who gets what? What your wishes are? Because if you don't write it down, someone else will decide for you. If Edward Rothman had taken just one afternoon to plan, he could have spared years of chaos. Instead, his silence became a legacy. Don't let yours be. Next video, $63 million lottery ticket never claimed. Why no one came forward. Subscribe for more real-life financial mysteries. Lost fortunes and the secrets money leaves behind.